2, 1. Brothers Thrice.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brothers Thrice. We are three brothers who grew up in a close, tight-knit family, and yet we have vastly different opinions and hobbies, things that we're into, and this leads to heated debates. Today, this episode, we are making it up as we go, literally. Because we're going to be doing some improv. I'm here joined by my brothers. Oh, wait for the intro finish.
Sorry.
My name is Brian.
I'm Will.
Oh, God.
And I'm Kevin.
I didn't know you kind of
No
were...
structure.
No, usually you go into the brothers and then you say, we are talking about later today. But after that, I thought.
That's a good point.
There's right. The only thing we had was like, we're three brothers. That's the biggest thing we got going.
Actually, well, technically, this is Brothers Deuce now because I quit last time.
Oh, because
that's right. Because Reese's Puffs didn't win.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, not sorry.
So,
I'm almost.
spoiler.
Is it bad that I'm almost done with all the cereals? I've been having much more cereal recently.
No, yeah, I'm almost done with mine. Too.
I'm not done yet.
I ate the whole thing of Trix first. I went through not all at once, but I had bowls of that first, and then I moved on to the Blueberry Morning, and now it's the family box of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, so I'm not working through that as fast. But well,
I'll tell you what, that box of Reese's Puffs that I had was gone the next day.
By you or?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I'm not joking. It was fully eaten by the time next day rolled around after we recorded that.
Wow. All right, well, we're not here to talk about cereals today because we did that already. That was last episode. Go listen if you haven't. Today we're doing improv stuff, and I am excited because you guys haven't done any improv before. I took some classes back in the before times.
Will's what you call a professional.
No, professional means you get paid for it, so I'm not a professional. I'm a person who paid them. I paid money to do improv in a bunch of classes and random shows here and there.
Well, you're an educated improver.
I did make it to the academy level, yes, but then the entire thing shut down in New York. But
you got an Oscar?
No, that's just what they called it.
I'd like to thank the academy.
Well, you had to actually go audition for it. It wasn't just something you paid for. It was something you had audition for, and then you get into now you're able to pay more money for different education level at academy level classes.
Sounds like a scam to me.
Sounds like a pyramid
of course
scheme.
It is.
Yeah,
a pyramid scheme.
Sure.
So, boys, improv. The biggest thing is to be present. Be whatever we're talking about, whatever we're doing, you're here, and there's nothing else in your head besides what's happening right in front of you, or you're hearing right in front of you. Listening is the biggest thing because then.
Hold on, I didn't pay for this class. Is it still cool if I'm here?
This is a free crash course.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, what were you saying? I wasn't listening.
You gotta listen.
I wasn't present.
Be present. Listen to the people, because if you want to add something to the scene or do anything you want, you have to then be knowing exactly what's going on, and paying attention is the biggest thing because your minds can wander. And one of the top things in improv is yes and. So if someone says something, no matter what it is, you have to try to say yes and then you add to it. Not just like, hey, I'm going to the grocery store, and then the person next to you goes, no, we're going to the arcade. You don't want to. There's no in improv really. There can, in circumstances, yes, there can be, but the philosophy is say yes and then add something. Don't kind of go along with whatever the person says. Don't try to grab a hold of the scene and drive it the way you want to do it, because that's not good teamwork, and you'll pretty much just then why don't you just do something by yourself? So you want to be good teammate, and if they say something, you go along with it and you add to it. And then
I feel like this is going to be horrendous, but continue.
No, it's not. It'll be, well, the games will warm you up. The games will warm you up, and then you'll kind of find your groove. And once you're you're in it and you're kind of just making things up, it's just easier as you go. And a more, I guess, advanced thing would be trying to find the game of the scene. But the game of the scene is the one unusual thing that you're going to play with. So you'll go into the scene not having any prompt or anything. And what's the word? The whose line is it anyway? When they'll pretty much be people are acting weird, and the other people have to figure out who they are, what they are.
Yeah.
That stuff doesn't exist in normal long form improv, where you don't know, no one knows what they're coming into the scene with. They have no baggage, no anything. It's up to you and your teammates to then talk about and build the scene together, like build the characters, build the environment, build the setting. Everything has to be built from the start. And then so the game of the scene is then like you just having a normal conversation. It does not need to be funny. That's another big thing. Improv does not need to be funny. It grows to be funny. But the beginning can just be at people in the kitchen making dinner, chatting about nothing. And it eventually grows to something. And then the fun in the game is when you're chatting and you figure out like, I don't like onions because they make my skin feel weird or something. Like you say something that's just something that's a little weird. And it's like, oh, onions make this guy's skin feel weird. That's the game. And then you kind of could build off that. Like, what else is weird about this guy? What about other fruits? What about other vegetables? Right? That's a big.
You lost me about 5 minutes ago, but I'm in.
Forget the game part. That's more advanced. So we'll do a nice little opening game, which we called Mind Meld, which is kind of a icebreaker kind of game anyway. So we'll just do it with you two just for now, just so it's simpler than 3 people. So you guys at the same time. Well, Brian's Zoom might be a little slow, but we'll see. Right. We'll see how it works. He reacted kind of quick. I don't know. So it's Mind Meld is you guys I'll say 3, 2, 1. You guys will both say any word that comes to your mind for the first one. Anything. Okay. And then the next time, before we do it, second time, so both of you guys will have your separate words. And then, okay, now the next round will be 3, 2, 1. Both say a word, and you want your minds want to meld. You want to get to the same word. So say someone says fish and painting, then you guys got to think, okay, what's common between fish and painting? And then do 3, 2, 1, and then the next word. And you want to get it in as few rounds as possible to get to the exact same word. So like when you you can say, you can get close and then be like, okay, the next one we know we're going to say 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay. Like me and Em tried it. We got it in 2. We're very connected, obviously.
Wow. Minds are melded.
Our minds are very melded. It was very nice.
Do I need props for this?
No, that's whose line. That's not real improv.
I have props.
We'll just do the mind meld first, all right?
I'll put on a prop for the mind meld.
Okay, you do it. You do it. Makes you happy. Okay.
All right.
Don't say fedora then, Kev or Brian. That can't be your word.
For the listeners on auditorily, Brian's wearing a fedora.
It makes your head look so tall. You look like a cone head.
I don't know if Dan Aykroyd was in this picture.
Look like Frankie, old Hazel Eyes over there.
I look like Jason Mraz.
All right, no, stop talking about what you look like. This is a podcast. You look like this. You look like that. All right, so ready? Think of a word. 3, 2, 1.
Peaches.
Computer and peaches. Kev was just staring what's in front of him.
You suck at this, Kev.
What'd you say? You said peaches?
Correct. Like the fruit.
Peaches. He got his peaches from Georgia. Justin Bieber. Shout out. All right, so peaches, and computer. Okay. All right, now 3, 2, 1.
Table.
Apple.
What'd you say, Kev?
Table.
No, you got.
You stink.
Brian
just said fruit again.
No, I said apple.
He got it. Brian got it exactly right. You should have said apple, Kev. You said computer and fruit and peach.
Oh,
so then they can together. You said table. That has nothing to do with peaches or computers.
Because in my mind, we went from I said like an inanimate object. Brian said a food, so I did an inanimate object in the kitchen.
No, it has to be.
That's a stretch.
It has to be something that brings together peaches and computers. So
which I did.
Can we start this one over again?
Table is just a table.
It's a table is in the kitchen where you eat peaches.
Well, table can also be in any room. It's not specific to a kitchen.
Maybe that prop is throwing him off. I'm gonna take this off. And come back.
I'm distracted.
Brian, if I was playing Brian, we would have gotten 2 because I had apple
for
sure. Because that's fruit and computer. All right, do it? Start it over.
Okay, so no more peaches, no more computer, no more table.
Start from a fresh word and think of something that's not in front of you. Close your eyes and think of a word. All right, okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Football. Alligator.
Football, alligator. Okay. Try to get the common place between those. 3, 2, 1.
Florida.
Florida.
Hey!
Nice. There you go. That's a mind meld right there. In 2, that was good.
We just melded right there.
You guys melded so hard.
Good job.
That's a good time. If you guys are playing at
Nice.
home and you guys, I didn't think of Florida. I was thinking like leather. I didn't go.
Bro,
to
you
Florida.
thought of the Florida Gators, right?
Correct.
All right.
Ah, there you go. I went to leather. I was thinking of like they're
It's a pigskin.
Well, pigs. Well, the leather. What you know what I mean? Whatever.
Well, in Florida, they actually make their footballs out of alligator skin.
Mm,
Yeah.
cool. All right. Well, do you want to do one more, and all 3 of us will do it at the same time?
Oh, could we all say it at the same time? But then,
Well,
okay.
I guess we're going to try to get to the same word. It's really for 2 people, but I just want to try and see what happens.
all right.
All right, and then think of a word, and then 3, 2, 1. Grapefruit.
Gold.
What'd you say, Bri? Gold, and what'd you say, Kev?
Gold.
I said fruit.
I said grapefruit,
Wow.
and Brian said gold. Grapefruit, fruit, gold. Okay.
This is gonna be
Excuse
hard.
me.
Ah, gross. Edit that out.
No. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Banana.
Minus.
Food.
What is food? Fruit? You guys think more specific? I said Midas.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
King Midas, who touched everything, and he touched fruit, and it turned to gold.
but that's bananas are kind of gold. They're yellowy.
Sure. What? Okay, this is not working for 3 people. We're gonna be so
No.
in the weeds. No,
Yeah.
we're abandoning it. We're abandoning the boy.
Well,
Okay.
why don't you do one then with Kev? I'll count it down.
Okay.
Let's see, improv master. Let's see what you got.
This is not really improv, mass. This is a game anyone could do.
Ready?
You guys got it in 2. The only way you can beat it is you get it in 1, but that's
impossible.
well, not impossible. It could be possible. But
But that's just luck at that point. We're not.
No,
we're just thinking of a random word.
there's no skills in that. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Television.
Ooh, mirror,
Mirror
television.
and television.
All right. Count us down.
3, 2, 1.
Plasma.
Glass plasma. All right.
3, 2, 1.
But I don't know.
I
This-
lost it. I was trying to
don't
think.
know.
Hold on.
That's
Glass and plasma.
All right. Let's just move to the next section because this one could be, I feel like, boring for people to listen to. So let's go to the next little
You
game
put it in.
here. Well, it was a quick little thing just to kind of get your mind thinking
Melded.
about.
nine melded.
Yeah, you guys did good. All right. The next thing is setting the scene. It's called. I named it that, or it's called that. So we're gonna have an imaginary room and of an imaginary house. Not fantastical, not anything. We're gonna go around, and each of us are gonna describe in the space where you are, what like a piece of furniture or a feature of the room, and then but don't say like there's a couch. Like get specific with the couch, or like what it looks like, how it feels, all that kind of thing. And then
And it can't be like. It has to be like a normal house.
No, it could be. Make it normal-ish. It shouldn't be like
There's a dragon in the living room.
like you could go that way, but then be more subtle with it. Be like this, like more of a nautical theme or something like. And like then when person starts things, you kind of could feel like, okay, this is a person who is like this, and then you kind of then put the more furniture in their house that makes sense together, not just a bunch of random pieces of things.
Okay.
But like really get like I can start if you want, if that's
Sure.
helpful.
What room of the house is this?
It could be any. Well, I'm gonna start you. If I, I'll start it, and then you kind of can extrapolate what kind of room it is from there.
Who was the order?
Just go age order, I guess. I'll go first.
So descending.
Yeah, if I'm going first,
Yeah.
what other way would it be?
Then you go back around to Brian. I don't know.
That's not age order. That's just random. All right.
Where's your brain?
Why'd you kick me?
Where's
Where's
your
your
brain?
brain?
Why'd you kick me?
I asked you first.
All right. So we're in this blank room, and over on the far wall, we have a big California king bed. Okay. On this California king bed, we have red satin, a comforter draped nicely along it with golden silk, not made of solid gold, silk, gold silk pillowcases on pillows, fluffed nicely with like 3 or 4 rows of throw pillows on top. that this takes obviously a long time to set up and set up and then take apart every night when I go to bed, with a big canopy with lace and frilly adornments. Yes.
Okay, and as you pan around the room, there is a large closet. In this large closet are many different smoking jackets and robes that are made of velvet, all with different assortments of colors. Some with black outlining and red, the majority of the color. Some with red trim and black outlining, all different shades and different colors. The smell is more of like musky mahogany that comes from this closet. It is a very deep closet with different types of shoes, like loafers and slippers, all line the floor.
On the dresser, there is a ashtray with a half-smoked cigar, and on that cigar there is a little ring on it that says Mr. John's Cigars. And next to that cigar is a small cutting board with a piece of cheese and a cheese knife next to it, and it looks like it's been there for quite some time. And it adds to the musky mahogany smell in the room and makes it quite revolting. Smell. Stanky cheese, cigar smoke, and mahogany all together. Where is the owner of this house? It's been quite some time.
What well, that's adding some extra detail, bro. That's not about the dresser itself.
Come on.
What are you talking about?
I don't know anything about the dresser. What does the dresser look like? You just told me what's on the dresser. I'm just saying,
okay.
There's a million kind of dresses out there. I can't picture in my head unless
you
tell me
what it looks
like.
What clothes were in the closet. He didn't describe the closet.
Yeah, but that's different. It's a closet. That's different. I want you to tell me because the kind of, it could just be an IKEA dresser, or is it ornate wooden?
Are you telling me that there's more ornate things than IKEA? Come on.
No, I'm saying, is it IKEA or is it an ornate thing?
It's a DIY dresser that the guy built out of old wooden pallets that he got behind a CVS.
That doesn't pan out to what the room we were making, bro. You're not listening.
I'm not present.
You're not present because me and Kev set up a very fancy guy who smokes cigars and.
Well, Brian brought in the cigars.
No, but you had smoking jackets.
Yeah, he doesn't, because you have a smoking jacket doesn't mean you.
That's what it's
cigars.
for. That's what I pictured.
You just want to look fancy.
I pictured a cigar smoking Hugh Hefner type.
That's when you have to
right. Who likes cheese.
No, but
who's also dead apparently.
Yeah, Brian's like, the cheese has gone rotten. He's dead. Like, that's just talk about the dresser.
And the dresser is made of old pallets in the back of the CVS.
The dresser's made of old cheese.
The whole thing is cheese.
The whole thing is cheese.
You look back in the closet, all the smoking jackets, cheese.
Also cheese.
Satin pillowcase, cheese.
Well, the big thing about that one is setting some sort of scene, and then you eventually can really you can picture the person who lives in this space just from the stuff that's there and the way they presented it. So that's always a fun way to just get the creative juices flowing for okay, now who is this guy? Well, Brian says he's dead, but what if he's alive?
Well, what if he's just on vacation? He left his cheese out.
And also, who has a cheese? Even if he's alive or dead, why would you have cheese in your bedroom?
Midnight snack.
No.
Who's John and why does he have cigars?
John's
cigars. I don't know, he made him. No, it's Mr. John's cigars.
Mr. John's
cigars. All right, now we're going to go into a different game. It's called Story Swap. This one is pretty self-explanatory and easy to do, where one of you guys will start a story, preferably a made-up story, so it's practice for practice improv stuff where it's
once upon a time there were 3 bears.
No.
I thought you were gonna say 3 brothers. Brothers Thrice.
3 brother bears. But yeah, preferably made up so that there's not a story from our lives, it's not a story from anything. It's something you're thinking of all the and be detail oriented, where it's if you said you put on some shirt, just tell me what shirt it is. If it's it's one of my favorite shirts that has a
long time ago
face.
In a galaxy far, far away.
No, make it up.
Okay, I definitely need a prop for this one, so I'm gonna put on this.
Okay, you can do a Civil War story.
For the listeners, I'm wearing a Union Civil War hat.
Congrats.
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna add something to that. You didn't add.
Civil War hat. And
And
nothing.
that's it.
And scene. Well, I just wanted to, because you
And
said
scene.
you said Civil War, so I wanted to make sure that the viewers knew that this was.
I wasn't assuming it was a Confederate hat. Don't worry.
Yeah, hell no.
Brian
the South
also
lost.
flying.
Get over it.
Brian's also flying a Confederate flag behind him.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No,
Yes.
he's not. No, he is not.
He loves
Never.
the South. He wants to go there so bad and stay there.
No, nothing against the South, but if you fly a
Nothing
Confederate
against-
flag, read a book, please. Thank you.
Nah, reading them books is stupid.
Can't
Okay.
read.
I can't read. Yeah. Okay. So one of you guys start a story, and then I'll say, swap, and then the other person then will continue the story. Pretty much I might do like mid sentence or whatever.
The year is 1861,
Are you
All
starting?
right, go. You're starting.
and
And be serious, and make it serious, make it real. Nothing has to be joking.
Make it nice. Make it nice.
the year is 1861. I awoken with a fright in the downstairs part of my house. I go downstairs to hear wood clattering on the tile floor of the kitchen. I go in the kitchen and I see that the housekeeper has arrived 2 hours earlier than she normally does.
Swap.
I guess that's me now.
Yeah.
Okay. She arrives and she has a bag full of unknown objects. She was pulling it through the kitchen and out the back door. Unknown to me as to why she was here early and what she had, I followed. She did not see me come down the stairs, but I followed closely behind. She left the back door and around the corner where the garbage is dumped. Is there garbage dumped since 1861?
Just say she brought it outside of the garbage. Doesn't have to be.
And she struggled to put it up into the dumpster.
It's 1861. No phones.
Yeah, the phone's ringing in the background. I can't go pick it up. Whoever's
Hello?
calling really screwed up the scene here.
It's 1861. That doesn't exist.
Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh, what is that? It's the telegram. The
Oh,
telegram.
nice, okay. And also, I don't think there's tile floors in 1861.
Why not?
I don't think.
First of all,
All
it's
right.
1861.
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
You said 4.
No, we all
No?
said 1861 for the whole time.
Whatever. Sorry, the telegram could it
All right,
distracted me.
start a story over. Kev, you start one over, and this time don't make it sound like it's a weird novel. Like just tell me a story as if you're telling me a story like you would tell me a story normally. Like
I thought you were going to start reciting the Raven with that one.
Yeah.
All right, new prop.
There was a clattering at my chamber door.
New prop then.
A
And
tap,
also
tap,
in
tapping at my chamber
1861, you have a housekeeper. Good for you.
door. Yeah.
All right, don't let Brian's prop infer your story at all. Pretend that he's not even wearing that silly masquerade mask.
And you know what? The mask is true to Brian's proportions with that big old
You
schnoz.
son of a bitch.
I'll say,
I like
who's talking over here?
Yeah, come on.
That's true. All right, I'll start this story.
And make it sound like you're just chatting, like you would tell.
Are
Like, oh
you
man, this
going
crazy thing
to?
happened.
Are you going to say swap even though you're going to go next, or is Brian going to go next?
I'll have Brian go next. I'll swap it when Brian.
so
will
Brian,
go,
you're gonna
and I'll
pick
go
up.
after Brian.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Do I have to set like a scene or just like start a story?
Just tell me a story as if you're telling me. Like, well, I guess pretend like I know you, but I don't know you that well. So say like.
Okay. All right. Here we go. We'll start. Okay. To start, me and my friends are going to go to a party. So we are going into town to go to a party. We're walking through town and we go into this. It's a building it's an older house, very dark, huge bushes out in front. When you would walk up to the door and to get into this party, you had to pay money. So there's a person at the front door, and they're stopping you, and you have to pay $5 to get inside. So me and my friends, we pay our $5 and we get inside. It is a very old, creepy building with very crowded with people, and they funnel you in and then down the stairs into this very dark, damp basement where there was crowds of people enjoying music and drinks. And in this basement, there was people having fun. You really couldn't talk to anybody. And in this, people kind of bumping into each other, playing games, what have you. And one of my friends was
hit in the face with a ping pong ball out of nowhere. There was a beer pong game going on to the left of him. And all of a sudden he gets whoosh, slapped in the face with a ping pong ball. Now, normally this wouldn't be a big problem. Just a stray ping pong ball, perhaps a stray bounce on the ping pong table. However, my friend is a little bit of a hothead. So when the ping pong ball hit him in the face, he said, "Who threw that ping pong ball at me?" And everybody got really quiet. To the point where even the music stopped playing. He yelled so loud about this ping pong ball that the room fell silent. And everybody was looking at him like, who's this guy? Why is he so mad? And then the guy who threw the ping pong ball said, "It was me. Got a problem, son?" And this guy was this 6'7", huge dude, muscles so big he couldn't even touch his hands above his head like that because his traps were too big. And he got in his face.
The mask is distracting your own thoughts.
I mean, anybody gonna say swap anytime soon or what? I feel like I'm talking.
I'm waiting for a good point. I want
to.
Come
on.
How the story goes.
So the beefy guy goes up to my friend and he said, "It was me. I threw the ping pong ball. What have you?" And my friend, still an extreme hothead, even though he was less than half of this dude's size, he said, "You want to apologize or do I have to take it out of your ass?"
Keep going. Don't think I'm going to say swap. I'm going to do when you least expect it.
So the big beefy guy, we'll call him Mark. He said, "Take it out of my ass. I'd like to see you try, Shrimpy." So then my friend said,
"Swap." And my friend said, "Who you calling Shrimpy, big boy?" And mind you, this guy is 6'7". His head is scraping the top of this very, very dark, dingy basement. His head is like in the rafters of this place. So he said, "All right, let's take this outside." So they go outside this crazy big house. And everyone's like, "Oh, fight outside, fight outside." Everyone's gathering around and starting a little ring around them. And then during the walk from inside to outside, my friend, we'll call him Pete. So Pete is going to fight Mark outside. And Pete, between the walk from the inside to the outside, up the stairs from the basement, he's starting to really think about this and say, "Wow, this guy is enormous." Between there and outside, he really cooled off and really figured out, came to his senses and realized he's about to get his ass beat. And I just realized I can't say swap if I'm talking.
I was about to, so you're good.
Okay. I was like, someone else do it. So he realizes he's going to get his ass beat. So he's starting to think of things to get him out of this situation. So he really doesn't end up in the hospital tonight.
Swap. So as he's on his way out, he's walking up the stairs, but realizing that Mark is starting to rally his friends to have this whole gang fight almost. His boys against gang fight. Against Pete and his boys. So Pete is looking around and he looks at me and I'm like, I don't know what you want from me, bud, but I'll go rally our boys. So I go downstairs and try to find everybody, try to get everybody out. Well, I got my boy Matt over here. He's trying to hit up with some ladies. I'm like, "Yo, we got to go help Pete here with a fight." And then I look over at my buddy Phil. Phil is elbow deep in some Jello shots. He was trying to get.
I did not know you were going to say.
He was trying to get all the Jello shots out of the tub, out of the fridge. And I was like, "Yo, we got to get in a fight." He looks over at me like he can see an 8 of me. I was like, "All right, Phil, we got to go." We go out of the stairs, and we all are out on the front lawn. Crowd is now starting to crowd around us. We're looking like we're about to get into this fight.
Swap.
And all of a sudden, mind you, this entire time, the music has not been playing because it was turned off when Pete got all angry. As we get outside, the music resumed. So Matt, the brilliant man that he is, instead of throwing a punch, he screamed, "Dance off!"
Nice.
So this entire crowd is around me, Pete, Matt, and Mark. And
you forgot one person.
no, Phil didn't come because he was too busy with the Jello shots.
Oh, okay. I thought Phil came.
Well, Phil's starting to walk out now that he heard Matt say
He's
dance
elbow
off.
deep in Jello shot. I thought it was say in a lady. I was like, oh my god.
Family show. And Mark is extremely confused by this sudden outburst and declaration of a dance off, but he's more confused by the fact that Pete starts breakdancing. And the whole crowd is like, oh shit. And Mark is so embarrassed that he leaves the crowd and everyone's like booing him and calling him a wimp. And so that is the story of how my
end scene. Yeah, you don't, when the scene's going on, you don't say, and that's the end. You literally you keep going until someone runs across the stage and then it's over. That would have been a good spot to do it. Very nice.
You skipped my conclusion.
Well,
hey Will, do you know where the story is setting is?
Oneonta.
Where in Oneonta?
A house party, a frat party. I don't know. What do you mean?
You know what frat party?
Have I been to every frat party in Oneonta?
I mean, I've been to two. I've been to two frat houses.
I've been to a couple, but I don't know which house.
It was Phi-Si's basement.
Oh,
so no, we were going with that.
I didn't go. They're all the basements are the same. So I've been to a couple that are there, but I'm like, this is specific.
If I'm gonna make a story, I got to use a story that is like somewhat real, and that's
fine.
That is real. I had to pull my friend Bill away from the Jello shots because he was just scooping them out with his hands.
Bill and Phil.
Yeah, that's why I said Phil.
I called them Bill. I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how you call your story. Well, you're allowed to draw from your own life, but I think it's more about like not giving like an exact like this is a real story, it really happened, and also especially emotions. Like if you're in a scene and you're acting as if I'm upset or I'm angry or whatever, like really you can channel actual anger, actual sadness, actual whatever to really bring it to life, and it's so much fun.
If one of us doesn't cry on command during one of these games, failure.
I've already put a tack in my shoe. I'm ready to go.
What?
I have an onion in my pocket. I just hold it up.
Someone's cutting onions in here. I don't know.
But I got allergies. So actually, that was the games I had, but I thought we could just do some fun actual scenes and just kind of go from it. Just they're gonna be very loose, very rough scenes. They're not gonna be good by any means because there's a lot of things that go into doing scene work where it's like you're so like the rules of it. You're supposed to establish where you are, what you're doing, who you are in relation to each other. Like you can't just be like, hey man, what's going on? Like I gotta know who I am, and then but like not by saying like, hello, I am Jim and you are Brett, my friend. Like you kind of has to organically come through the dialogue. But
yeah, you gotta figure out who you are, where you're from. Don't care what you did as long as you love me.
I knew I was like waiting for you to finish it up. I knew you were going there.
So everybody go get your dice. We'll just play some Dungeons and Dragons, which seems like it's just all improv, and that's all it is.
It is. It's just improv, but not in a fantastical world in real life, or it can be, or that's the thing. Scenes can start out. My hair is doing crazy things right now, and I'm mirrored on the Zoom, so I keep pulling my hair the wrong way.
You look great, Will.
Thanks. You can start out very real, very grounded, and then eventually heighten. You want to always heighten the scene to like the next crazy thing, the next funny thing,
like the dance off.
Sure, yeah, it was. They worked out as a good story. It started off like we didn't really know what was going on. We didn't know what was happening, but then as you build and as you tell the story, as you get lost in the world, and more details you give, the more everyone can visualize in their heads. That's the best. That's the best part.
I got plenty more props, so I'm ready to go.
All right, so I got burpage. So we'll start a scene. I'll just do the two of you guys doing a scene, and then I can jump in as a third character when I feel like it's a good time to,
Okay.
So no, it's gonna be no prompt, no anything. It can pretty much be like, just a walk in, and then Kev could say first who they are, not who they are, but like just start a conversation with Brian as if you are the person you are being. You know what I mean?
I don't like. So is it
Right,
going to
take
be
it
like
off. It's distracting. We're trying to do real scene stuff here. You're gonna make
Brian's
very
wearing a
hard,
mask of
very
the
hard not to talk about the
Family
mask.
Opera. But like, am I like it's going to be a play, and I just turn to the crowd and go, "I am this person."
No, you don't. You never say you never say who you are out loud. It's more about it comes through in your dialogue with the other person. So like, say you're talking to Brian, be like, "Hey man, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing?" And then he'll be like, whatever he says, and then
He says whatever he says.
I'm gonna say like, and then like, be like, you never say like, "I am blah blah blah," and like you'll call him a name, and then he has to then stick to that name, like that is his name because he's
I donned him that name.
He's yes anding you by saying like, "Oh yeah, hey man,
I don't name you Petrie."
Petrie.
If you say his name, then that's his name going forward. Then he says, "Oh man, Jim, it's been so long. Like, what's happening?" Like, then your name is Jim going forward. Like, then that's kind of like known by like the audience that your name is Jim, his name is Petrie, whatever you want to call it. And then you kind of could just have a conversation from there and like try to figure out a problem, not a problem, but like a reason you guys are chatting. It can't just be small talk, because then who the hell wants to see that? There has to be like a reason. You're like, "Hey, I wanted to talk to you about this. Like, it's been bothering me a little bit." And then maybe that's also sometimes when you can bring in a little bit of a crazy thing where it's like, you leave like a pile of toenails like on my mouse pad like every single day.
That's great.
And like, I know we're close, we're roommates, and that also like doing stuff like that. Like, I know we're roommates, blah blah. That's also establishing your relationship.
Okay.
So then like, okay, hey, I'm this, I'm that, and it's like, oh, and then like, okay, oh, they're roommates, not just old friends or whatever. Like, you've been leaving, toenail clippings on my mouse pad for like the last couple of days, and it's pretty gross, and I'm not.
You stole my idea, Will.
But then he has to then then the next person has to have a justification of why they do that.
Right.
Like, I leave them there because I thought,
I thought you liked it.
I thought you were collecting them. I thought you told me one time you collect toenails, so I wanted to add to your collection. And then you'd be like, "No,
every day he's leaving toenails. How
quick do these toenails grow?
It's not really based in reality. That's the whole point.
Maybe they're other people's toenails.
And then it's like, "Oh no, I collect my own toenails. I don't want your toenails. That'll mess up the whole thing." And then also, why do you put in my mouse pad? Like, I work from home here, so I can't have start a Zoom call.
So I guess I'll start a scene, and then with Brian. Is that what you?
Yeah, we can do that. I could kind of coach, because like, this is also like how we do like in classes, where literally like people will do scenes, and the teacher will pretty much be there and be like, "Hey, like, okay, hold for 2 seconds," and then you pretty much just like can give notes like, "Hey, I'm not feeling."
"Hey, you suck."
No. It's constructive. It's like, "Hey, I'm not really
you
feeling."
You suck, but you don't suck as bad as you did last time.
Hey, you're really sucking, but can I also add a note? Just be like, "Hey, I'm not feeling the emotion you're conveying
What's
right now.
What's my motivation?"
Well, you determine that. You're on your own. You tell me what if you're pissed about him leaving toenails.
Okay.
Make me feel like you're pissed about it, not to be like, "Hey, you left toenails on my thing. That's not nice, man. I don't like it." Like, be pissed about it.
All right, ready? You ready, Brian?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
In action.
"Oh, Jimmy, get in the car. We got to get going. Get the heist tomorrow."
"Tony, what the hell are you talking about? That was supposed to be on Thursday."
"What are you talking about? That was supposed to be tomorrow." "Isn't tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday? What day is it?"
"Isn't today Tuesday?"
"I don't know what day it is. Well, all I know is we got a heist. We got to get the car ready. We got to get it going."
"All right, then start the freaking engine then."
"You're the driver. I'm supposed to be the idea guy."
"Oh, is this what the steering wheel is?" All
right, hold for 2 seconds. Okay, when Kevin said, "Okay, start," or who said start the car? Brian did?
No, I did. I said start the car. We got the heist. That was the first line I said.
Oh, it is. Okay, so Brian, you didn't listen and say.
Oh, you said get in the car.
I think you said get in the car too. I think, but whatever. If someone says like start the car up, just say yes and do it. You don't have to like argue about who's actually driving, unless you're like it was. I don't know if you said get in the car or start the car, or whatever.
I don't remember.
But either way, if like someone says like start the car, just say yes and do it. I think even the beginning when you guys were chatting about what day it is kind of like superfluous. Like, let's get into what you guys are doing.
Big word.
Oh, that's what it was. But yeah,
you know why? It's because I don't have a prop.
No props. There's no props.
Okay, how about this?
That's just a hat.
Tony,
sure.
get on the train. This is the heist. We're taking over the train.
All right, start the scene over. Same character, same scenario. You guys are setting up, but this time just kind of no train.
Okay.
Set up the same. Start the same thing, but then kind of just go straight into, hey, start like just go straight to action. Don't start with a silly conversation about what, like, hey, you do this, no, I do this. Like, just get to what you want to do and then go from there and see where it goes.
Here we go.
Action.
All right, Jimmy, get in the car. We gotta go.
All right, Tony, I'm in the car now.
Don't say that. Obviously, if this is podcast, so you can't act it out, but like, don't have to say, okay, I'm in the car. Just be like, all right, let's go. And you can even don't make sound effects. You can do hand motions if you like.
Okay.
And then just keep talking as if you're driving the car. You can even do some of that.
Okay.
Continue.
So where am I going?
You gotta go down to the docks. We got this shipment. We gotta get out of here.
Down to the docks, but I can't swim, Tony. You know that.
Oh, we're not gonna swim. We're gonna put it on the boat.
Oh, on the boat. What are we stealing?
Don't worry about it. It's in a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
I don't need to know. I'm the one driving the freaking car. And I don't need to know.
No, you keep driving. You are the fall guy. You signed up for this.
The fall guy. So I'm going in the can for yous? Ah.
That's right. Come on, Jimmy. You know how this works. You signed on the dotted line.
You better after I get out, you better give me some of Marie's lasagna, or I'm never doing this shit again. I swear to God.
Oh, what are you talking about? If you want to get in on this family, you want to marry my sister, you got to get in on this family, and you got to be able to do what you got to do.
Your sister. To hell with your sister. I'm out of this car.
Hey,
tuck and roll.
Hey, why are you tucking and roll out of the car? You're here at the docks. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah, we're stopped moving already.
All right, yeah, boys, come on. The shipment's
Get
over
this stuff.
here.
Put it in the boat. All right, we got the Popo's probably on their way.
How you doing, Paulie?
I'm doing good. Let's get this stuff going. I don't got time for this.
You don't got time for this. I don't got time for this. We got to get out of here.
None of us have time for this, okay, man? All right? Jesus.
Hurry up. Help me out here. I'm putting stuff in the ship here.
All right.
All right, now put him up. Put him up, Jimmy. This is where we split ways. Me and Paulie get on the ship. You stay here and take the fall. That's how this is going to work.
Put him up.
Didn't he tell you who you were the fall guy starting driving over?
Paulie, I told him this. I told him this already. He signed on the dotted line. If he wants to get with my sister Maria, he's got to tweet the fall for this.
That's right.
So your sister's name is Maria and your wife's name is Marie? Is that confusing or what?
I fell in love with my wife. I didn't ask what, I didn't say, you got to change your name now. All right. This is how it works.
Hey.
I think there might have been a little bit of miscommunication because you were calling me the fall guy. I thought you meant like the season. I do love autumn.
No. Not what I meant.
No. You're taking the fall for this. You're gonna get arrested, go to jail for 5 years, then come out, and then you can marry your sister.
His sister, my sister.
No, his sister, meaning
my
your
sister.
Yeah, that's what I said. His sister.
Right, and you know what? Just because you love fall so much, I send you a pumpkin spice latte while you're in the can. How about that?
Once a day, and you got yourself a
Once a day. What do you think? I'm made of cash?
And also, if it's not fall, that stuff is not available. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, come on. What is this guy, Jimmy? Come on.
All right. I hear some sirens. The cops are on the way. You can get on your belly now, or you can fight and see what happens. But that's up to you. We're taking this boat with the product, and we're getting out of here.
I want 10%.
Get the hell out! You're
marrying my sister.
You're marrying his
Your
sister.
Your sister's not worth this big toe. Okay.
You son of a bitch! Talking about his sister like that.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said.
You talking about his sister like that? How dare you?
How dare you? You might not want to even be in this family I'm done with you.
I'm gonna tell the cops that you got something on you. You got a gun on you. They're gonna shoot your ass.
That's right. Here, take the gun.
I'm not touching that thing.
You're too bad.
Already floating away. I'll see you later.
It's yeah. We're screaming to you. You're screaming to you from the shoreline. See you later, sucker. And scene.
I love how we all went Italian monster.
Well, you guys started off.
You started it like that.
Jumped in.
Well, I mean, if you start off and say, Jimmy, get in the car, I'm not going to say, well, howdy,
Or just be like, hey, guys, you guys made it to the dock. How are you?
Hey, Paulie, how are you? I'm doing all right. How
Hello,
about you,
Paulie.
Hey,
hey,
doing
guys.
Swell. Thank you.
Thank you for for coming. All right, see, so we built a little world there. This is the Italian guy's mafia. He's marrying your sister, so he has to take
My sister Maria, even though I'm married to Marie.
I just assume they're all named that. So that was good. That was fun.
No prop though.
No, what?
Can we do the scene again? But this time, Jimmy is a railroad conductor.
That
All right,
doesn't work.
everybody, Wild West accents. Ready and go.
Well, howdy.
Howdy, y'all. I'll get Jimmy now. Start that engine up. We got to get to stepping.
Yeehaw, the lawmans are coming. All right, let's start it now. Okay, now shake it out. Fresh scene. Nothing to do with Jimmy, Paulie, anybody.
You know, it's automatically going to go back to mafia
No,
style.
don't let it. Don't let it. Be an actor. Be non-partial. What the?
How much stuff you got over there? Brian now has a football helmet on.
Brian has just so much shit in his room.
I'm in my childhood room.
He doesn't even live there anymore. He's got so much shit.
I'm visiting my parents, and I'm in my childhood room, and there's just a lot of shit.
You gotta tell your mom to throw away so much stuff. You got too much in your room.
This helmet is very small.
Yeah.
Well, it's from when you were a child.
Paulie!
I'm surprised you got it on.
Rudy.
Paulie.
Blue 42.
Alternate universe where Rudy in that movie is actually named Paulie, and he's from Brooklyn.
He's also very Italian and from Brooklyn. From Bensonhurst. How you doing? All right. New scene. Brian, take the helmet off. It doesn't help.
Yeah, it's squeezing my head.
Unless you want to make the scene about football, go ahead.
Oh, I don't know if I can get this thing up.
His ears were ripped from his body. My God. All right. So I'll do a scene with Brian this time since Kev started it off last time. And then Kev, you listen and then jump in as a third character when it makes sense.
Whenever I see fit. Okay.
Yeah, like it's not just like, hey guys, I'm here. Like it has to kind of like I jumped in when you guys got to the docks, or I also sped you guys up a little bit so you were in like just yammering in a car for.
Well, Brian just jumped out of the car and.
Well, yeah, I thought it'd be a good. But I'm just picturing him like rolling out of the car like as he's like at the docks. I'm like, what are you doing? You're here. Hurt yourself for no reason. All right, Brian, if you want to start it to me, and I'll then join in so I don't start it.
Okay.
But anything?
This is my last prop.
Oh, good. Weren't you wearing glasses?
I took them off because now I'm wearing safety goggles.
All right, but don't make it about safety goggles.
I won't, but it's going to be relevant to these safety goggles.
Wait, I thought you were making the scene.
No, Brian can start. I'll be secondary. I guess I'll walk in with him.
Okay.
Could you hand me those test tubes over there, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. You got some sort of experiment going on?
Yeah, and also don't forget that vial right over there, the one with the cork in it that has the blue sticker right there.
The blue sticker, this one?
Yeah, but do not touch the one to the left of it with the yellow sticker. I need the blue one, not the yellow one.
Blue one, got it. Good thing I'm not colorblind, right?
Yeah, right? Funny.
That would have been, could have been bad. So yeah. What are you doing?
Actually, it's a little hush hush. I'm supposed to be mixing a couple of vials together and kind of seeing what happens and writing it down. Dr. Vichy Suaz is not going to let me know what's going on yet.
Well, can Dr. Vichy Suaz tell you or let you do these chemical mixing not in our apartment? Because I'm just nervous that we have our security deposit. I don't want to lose it if something bad happens. And also, are we supposed to be breathing this in? We don't have good ventilation. We just have the hood above the oven, but that's not even on right now.
Well, he told me that nothing would explode. So,
all right. Well, the explosion I didn't think was gonna happen. I'm talking about vicious chemicals that are really harmful to breathe. We're not even wearing anything on our faces.
Do you want to open up that window then? Go ahead.
Okay, I guess it's better than nothing. I'll open it up.
Hello, Dr. Hisi Suarez here out the window. Can you please let me inside, please? Must be in there to make sure chemical reaction happen.
Oh, Dr. Vichy Suarez, you're right on
please,
time.
Let me in. Door locked. I'm yelling through window. Let me inside, please.
Okay. I'll let Vichy Suarez in.
Yeah, please do. I want to make sure
that
these
yellow
chemicals... vial
stays over there.
All right, you're making me scared about this yellow vial. I don't know what's going on.
Hello, why is all chemical here in the apartment? Why are we doing experiment in here?
Well, I didn't have any other room. You just asked me if I could do it, and I said yes.
Okay, I thought you had something here for you to use, not using kitchen vial and kitchen stove. What is yellow? You're not using yellow vial. You use blue vial. Blue vial very dangerous. Yellow vial safe.
You said you said that the yellow vial was unsafe.
No, do not take notes. Is my accent too thick? It's yellow good, blue bad. Blue bad.
Do I have to be here? I don't want to be involved.
Did you mix chemical yet?
Yeah, I just did on the stove over there.
We have 5 minutes. We must leave apartment now.
5 minutes? Why? What happens in 5 minutes, Vichy Swas?
I don't know. I've never done this before, but it's definitely not good.
What the heck? Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Can I take anything with me, or like is it gone?
You have 5 minutes.
Well, now it's like probably 3.5. He mixed it like a minute and a half ago.
Oh, this is not good.
Do you smell that?
You have 3 minutes.
Do you smell that?
What is it supposed to smell?
Dr.
Species Pause. Is it supposed to? I'm freaking out. Is it supposed to smell?
I'm a little congested. I have allergy, so I can't smell nothing. I don't know. You must smell. Does it smell like burnt hair?
It does smell like burnt hair.
We must leave.
All right. Where's my cat? Where's my cat?
You have a cat? Cat hair makes this explosion even worse.
Well, there's definitely cat hair everywhere in this apartment.
We must leave.
Oh, geez. Checkers.
Uh-oh. The door's locked. How is that even possible? We're inside.
The door's locked?
Yeah, we can't
Vichy Swaz, when you let him in, you didn't... you're not supposed to close that inside door. That one locks from the inside.
Everyone?
Jim, why'd you let him in like that?
Clap hands here. This is our last goodbye. Call who you want. This is it. God. How this is going to end for everyone.
Oh my God.
Jim, you're a wonderful assistant. Sir, I don't know you, just met you.
You Bill. Seem very... Nice to meet you, Dr. Vichy Swaz. Why did we... What?
Very nice.
We're up too high. If we jump out the window, we'll die too.
And
Jesus Christ.
Goodbye, everyone. I love you all.
Dr. Vichy Swaz.
No, Vichy Swaz.
Not like this. Not like this.
And scene. Great job, everyone. Fantastic.
Why is my name Jim again?
That's the first thing that popped in my head, I guess. What was your name, Jim, before?
You just look like a Jim. Yeah, he was Jimmy. Come on,
Jimmy, yeah.
How you doing, Jimmy?
Dr. Vichy Swaz is a French name. Very, very French name. Very Russian man.
My father was French. Mother was Ukraine.
And then I am just Ukrainian Russian.
I'm a little both. Well, I grew up in Ukraine, so therefore I have Ukrainian.
In Ukraine? Ukraine. All right. Let's do we're almost up to 50-something minutes, so we'll do one more scene. And Kev, your job is to play the straight man in this, and you have no accents whatsoever. You're yourself, not yourself.
Why are you such a fun sucker?
I'm not a fun sucker. It's if you do an accent every time, then it's not
that's not fun.
I'm not saying it's not fun. It's just saying it's like just to broaden your shit. I don't know.
Why can't my character have an accent?
You can. It's just saying I'm saying for this one, I'm putting a restriction on you. This time, no accent.
Who died and made you king?
I'm your teacher today.
No, you're not.
Yes, I is.
No. Yes, you is. You don't even have good grammar. You can't be my teacher.
Yes, I is.
All right, Will. Then you.
Well, it's exercise for you to just see if you could do a character
normally.
Speak normally, and then but also be a character. You don't have to be a character. Quote
Speak your
unquote.
Truth.
You can also be the straight man. Like I was the straight man in that scene. There always.
I don't know why you're bringing sexual orientation.
That's what it's called. It's the straight man and like the cat and like the crazier the unusual one. Like the straight man is the one who you need to have a straight man in every scene because then it grounds the thing that's weird. Like it's weird that Brian was doing that. It's weird that he was doing the science experiment at home, and then Dr. Vichy Swaz was even more crazy than Brian was. So I was the straight man grounding the scene, being like, because I think if we're all just weird people, then it's kind of the reality is out of the door.
Right.
At the window.
You start this one with Kev, and then I'll be the third person.
Sure. And nothing needs to be funny. Like you can literally start out as basic, like you said, hand me that thing. So I was just doing small talk with like, hey, this one or this one. blah blah, and that was good. And then obviously then it heightened when Dr. Fishy Swaz came into the picture, and obviously and like more than that, like that's how it went. The trajectory of the scene went the correct way. It was good.
Are we gonna get certificates at the end of this?
You need more training than that, but sure. All right, so I'm going to start with Kev. You said, Bri?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were the teacher. Bri, can I do accents since you're making the rules now?
Yeah.
No accent. Be yourself.
I only got Russian and Italian, or mobstery Italian. I got so many more.
I don't even know. I don't know if you had Russian, but
it was kind of there.
It went back and forth with Russian and German.
Yeah, it was like, there's that area. All right.
We were Eastern European.
Yeah.
Ready and action.
Man, Fridays, am I right?
Yeah. TGI Fridays is a great restaurant. I do love it.
Friday. Just the way you can come in any time of day, any week, and just have the same great experience every single time. It's my favorite place. I look forward to this every week, man. I really do.
Yeah. I thank God that I can come to Fridays.
Wow.
I do.
God.
Yeah. And the hostess, Carol, lovely woman.
Oh, every time I come in, she has a great smile on her face. She's like, "Oh, hey boys, what's up?" And she leads us to our favorite booth every single time. And just so pumped. Like work is just the worst, and I'm always looking forward to our days, our evenings at Fridays. Like I love it.
I do too. Oh, you know what? Here comes Carol now. Hi, Carol.
Hey boys, what can I get for you today?
Oh, Carol, you're the best.
Carol, you got promoted. I said you were a hostess. Now you're moving up in the world.
I run this whole joint, sweetheart. This entire restaurant is in my hands.
You guys are short shifted tonight? You taking up double duty?
Yeah, the busboy called out. The other waitress called out.
You're bussing too? You're bussing? So you're doing... Are you the chef in the back too today?
I'm the only one here.
It is pretty empty. I realized that. I'm like, we came in. It's a little little slow, but tonight it's complete. Are we the only ones here?
Well, with the hurricane and everything.
That's
well,
fair.
we didn't want to skip our tradition of coming to Fridays every Thursday.
Yeah. Well, you boys are lucky that we got the emergency generator running just for you.
Carol, you spoil us. I swear, Carol.
Well,
Carol,
Well, can I get you started with something to drink?
You know what, Carol? Can I have the usual?
I'm sorry. Could you say that again?
I'll have my usual.
Oh, okay. So one Bloody Mary with extra pickle coming up, and for you, sir.
I'll just have a water today.
Okay, one toilet water coming right up.
No.
I kid.
Oh, Carol, you freaked me out, man. You got me going. I'm like, I didn't say toilet, did I? I said water. You crazy, Carol. Oh my God.
I'll be right back with those. You guys hang on 1 second.
Oh,
so
man.
we gotta tip Carol extra today because she's doing it all.
She's doing it all. She's amazing. I swear to God. Oh. If it's crazy. We did say maybe we shouldn't go to Fridays this Thursday because of the hurricane coming through, but I know Carol will miss us.
Yeah.
And you need your Bloody Mary.
I need my Bloody Mary at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
You'll
Absolutely.
freak out.
100%.
One Bloody Mary extra pickle and
Thank
one
you.
water from the fridge.
Oh, I held on that word. I was like, is she gonna say toilet? Oh, thank you so much, Carol.
I did put toilet water.
What was that?
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay.
So Phil, do you wanna split the pot stickers this time, or each get our own?
Oh, it's a hurricane special occasion. Let's just get our own.
That sounds good.
Let's be wild. Let's be crazy today.
Uh-oh. I think the emergency generator just kicked off.
Oh no.
Yeah, but does the fryer really need electricity? Come on.
Yes.
The ambiance of Fridays is it's not as good when the lights are off.
Carol, how good are you
can't
cooking
see all the
over an
crap on
open
the
fire?
walls. Well, it's funny you said that because lightning just struck the building and there is an open fire on the roof.
Perfect.
Oh, awesome. Is that cool, Karen? Can you just rustle up some of our pot stickers over the open flame and
Yeah, I'll see what I can do over, the open flame that's on the lightning infested skies out there. Sure.
Yeah,
just pot stickers.
Make sure when you're flipping them with a spatula, every time you flip, make sure you hold it up really high and be like, "I'm Carol," like you always
God
do.
of Thunder, I am Carol.
Yeah, I
do it.
love when you do that. Oh my God, it's funny when it's super sunny out and you do it because it's like she's crazy. But now it actually seems appropriate. So go for it, girl.
Okay, I'll be right back with those pot stickers. Extra zappy zap zap.
Oh, so great.
Bloody Mary's extra spicy today.
Thunder.
Oh, I hear from here. Oh, Carol, are you all right? Carol?
I think Carol's dead.
Sam, I don't think Carol's good. Carol?
I'll call 911.
They're busy with the hurricane.
I got your pot stickers.
Oh my God, Carol, you scared me. You scared me so much. I was more upset about the pot stickers, but thank God, Carol, you're here.
And here's your dipping sauce: ketchup, mustard, and toilet water.
Oh,
Carol.
And scene.
That's so stupid.
Carol, you son of a bitch. That was funny.
And now I put on all the props.
Yeah, close it out with all the weird props, Bri.
Okay,
Don't put on the football helmet again, though.
Kev, I liked your putting it on him. My usual. Go ahead.
That's why I asked.
You
do.
You come up with what I'm gonna order.
You do the improv for me.
It fit with the scene though because we've been there all the time.
No, it does. It's just funny and like in improv wise, but it's like, hey, the thing I always like to say. It's like, yeah, and I have to figure it out. That was a lot of fun, guys.
Are there pickles in Bloody Marys?
There could be. They put a lot of
in Carol's. There are.
Okay, well,
there we go.
Well, I think they could put like briny things in it. They usually have like I don't know.
Is there usually celery stick in there?
Celery. They could put a bunch, but they could put. I see them putting pickles in there before.
But I never ordered a whole
fried chicken in it.
I feel like I can't drink something spicy.
No,
liquids should never be spicy.
Yeah, I don't like savory liquids like that. No thanks. Well, and also it's tomato juice and vodka. Like I like vodka, but I don't like tomato. I'm not a huge tomato juice.
I don't like either. So I feel like Bloody Mary would be my drink.
So all right.
So Brian, I think we are professional improvers. I think.
Yeah. What's the sitch with those certificates?
I had to run them through the system, and I'll send them to you guys over.
And I feel like our teacher is stifling my ability to perform by taking away my ability to do accents.
If you were in a real class and you started doing every scene you were in, you had an accent, the teacher, that has happened in my class. There's always a kid who puts on like a crazy accent or talks in a certain way a lot, like pretty much all his scenes he does. He's like, all right, great. But dude, and you were more of a straight man in that scene where you weren't like me and Carol were kind of like being like a little more playful and wild off of each other. And you were kind of the person to more ground it sometimes, which is good. You need that in a scene.
You were stifling my prop usage as well. So,
well, but there's no.
I feel like he's just holding us down.
No. I want a refund. Down with Will. Down with Will.
Yeah.
This is not how I wanted to end this episode. All right, but this is fun stuff. Tune in next episode for another bracket. We have to figure out what that is, but it will be a bracketed one. So, we'll let you know. And
if you have any ideas, please email us, put it in our socials, anything that you were like, you know what? I kind of want to hear them debate this. Please let us know what it is.
March Madness style bracket about this.
And follow us on TikTok, our newest social out there, and we have little clips of our funny moments in some of the episodes.
We have asked our only Gen Z brother to run the TikTok for us.
I'm literally 4 days away from the cutoff.
You're 6 days away.
6 days away.
I thought
you don't know when your birthday is.
No, because the website that I saw of I've
seen so many different things, like the year range of what millennials are, what Gen Z is, and boomers. Like I've seen like different ranges of like a million different things. I know I'm solid millennial for sure.
Me too.
Yeah,
but
I'm like right on the cusp of millennial and Gen Z. So I'm like in a weird limbo. I don't know where I belong.
Yeah, well, you belong making our TikToks is what you belong. Make our TikToks for us.
Well, I just gave them to him.
Yeah, but then he
uploaded them.
I'm in charge of the captions, the hashtags.
It's a lot, Will. It's a lot.
Well, I do that on all the other socials.
Yeah, but and I gotta be young and hip on the TikTok.
I do absolutely nothing. I'm here for just my talent and good looks. So
You
You're
definitely got one of those, and I won't tell you which.
That's fine. I'll take
Have
either
a good one, everybody. At
Brothers
Brothers Thrice.
Thrice.
Brothers Thrice. Brothers Thrice.
Brothers try.
Brothers thrive.